welcome to another edition of Lou's Reviews. I love saying that. Today we're going to talk about the Ideal Toys unofficial GI Sentry post. So what we have here is a vinyl playset made by Ideal Toys, who obviously are no longer in business. They were bought out and then eventually came under another brand. The company itself was, I guess, dismantled. But what I want to show you today is these pop up quite a bit. Normally they are in pretty rough shape. This one's okay, but you can see it's pretty filthy on the back and the bottom is dirty, and you could clean it and so on. A little bit of rust on the brass or oxidation, dusty. Usually they get warped. You can see this is kind of warped right here and so on. But I picked this one up the other day and I was really excited because this one is in really good shape. Let's take a look at no warping. The back is immaculate, even the bottom is immaculate. But what's really more interesting about these two that most people don't realize is, first, I believe they came out in 1967, and they came out through the Sears wishbook. Again, unofficial G.I. Joe toys. You know, use GI, take off the Joe name, and off you go. Now, you do have these really great graphics on it. This Sentry post, which we'll open up in a minute, which is a carry case and playset. It has explosions and the windows are shot out. These guys are defending, I guess they're defending the Sentry post. What else we got? We've got more explosions hitting the side, guys shooting up the back, the side of the building. And even more over here, this guy's got a handgun, he's shooting more explosions. As I saw in another video, somebody said none of them are, they don't seem to get hurt by shrapnel, which is all over the place. But let's take a look inside. The first one I want to show you is this one, and this one is actually the one that they show in the Sears Wishbook 67. So you have these tracks on the ground, they're pretty narrow for what would be a G.I. Joe vehicle. And you have this inside again. If you take a look inside, you see there's all kinds of activity going on. There's some guys running up in the back, they're blowing up the back. You have this shelf to hold your combat gear in. Now this is cardboard, vinyl covered cardboard, like it said, or like they normally were. And this actually has weapons and ammunition. Some kid wrote stop on here, but the idea was that you could take this out and you could see inside there would be some more pieces, and then you would stand your figure here. You would stand guard as the vehicles approach. You'd give them the passcode and you'd lift it and down you'd go. This one, even though you can see it's got the warping and so on in it, because it's usually what happened to them, is neat. It's got the nice graphics, but there's another version made, and I'm not sure if this is the later version because they were trying to save money, or if it was an earlier version and they changed it to this to make it better. So let me show you what this one looks like, and this is why I bought this one for one reason. So instead of these nice cardboard vinyl secure shelves that are built in quite strong, you have these really flimsy plastic. Now you can see over time this warped. You can also see this is brown, or it's white. The graphics here, it's nothing but brown. But you can see they kind of broke away from there. But if you look at this plastic, it's a very thin, cheap, like styrene, which just makes it absolutely fragile as hell. And as the years go by, it just gets worse. See, this just warping just enough to pull them and break. I wanted it because, again, this is a variant of the version over here. And most people don't realize that when they buy these, is that there are actually two versions. So you'll see there's a color difference on it. That could just be imprint. I mean, this one looks like they put the red, and then when they imprinted the next color, the green and stuff on top, you can see it looks like it's off, whereas this one's a nice print. So this one didn't get such a good print on it. And then you can see we have the sandbags to protect. And they even put, we want so much put a bit of wood underneath where this would go. And again, you'd stand your dude in there, but again, you can see the guys in the background coming in. And there's just explosions all over the place. Bullet holes, you can see all over. So they really went to town on the Sentry post, so they must have had something pretty valuable in it. But again, this is the Ideal unofficial G.I. Joe, or GI Sentry post. They went ahead and made it. They sold it through the Sears Wishbook catalog back in 1960, and I believe into the 70s. I'd have to confirm that. But it's a really cool piece. It's great if you just want to go ahead and set up a little playset and so on, or carry your figures in it to your grandma's house, as we always say. All right, other than that, thanks for watching. If you like and subscribe, that would be fantastic, and we'd really appreciate it.